There's our first up-close view of Dragon from the International Space Station.
Sort of see the navigation lights. There's red and green that indicates starboard and port, the position of the Dragon, and then there's that blinking docking light right at the center.
And there's a nice view kind of capturing a little bit more situational awareness of the International Space Station, kind of painting the picture of just how close the crew is. They are coming up to waypoint 0, which is about 400 meters away from the International Space Station, still outside of that keep-out sphere. That keep-out sphere is the 200 meters surrounding the space station.
Space Station and Dragon are approximately 261 statute miles over Turkey. It's morning over in Turkey. They'll continue in daylight for much of this maneuver.
And Dragon, great news. We have good solution on both Dragon eyes, and we'll be continuing to station.
SpaceX Dragon, that is good news. Thank you.
We love to be creative with how we name hardware here at SpaceX, and the Dragon eyes are exactly as the name suggests. They are what allow Dragon to see one of these several sensors on board Dragon that really steer it, part of that guidance, navigation, and control systems. But yeah, those Dragon eyes are basically clusters of 2 thermal imagers, as well as 2 LiDAR rangefinders. So those Dragon eyes, there are 2 of them on board Dragon, and those will be critical for the docking approach of Dragon Endeavour to the space station.
These fantastic views, again, courtesy of the space station external cameras. We're on a southeastern track right now passing over Iran. I do hope Sultan Alneyadi is paying attention to where he is. In a few moments, we're going to be passing right over Dubai in the United Arab Emirates.
It's amazing.
You can see the features of some of the beautiful coastal regions of Iran, and the Persian Gulf is very prominent, that blue area on the bottom left of your screen. Again, the console position in the International Space Station Flight Control Room is Cronus, who has complete control over the cameras, adjusting zoom, position, as well as exposure.
Station Houston on the big loop. Monitor approach per step 3 of 1.102, Dragon approach and retreat monitoring. Let us know when your review is complete and you're ready for docking. And a reminder for Duke to begin monitoring for MLMTC restarts at this time.
SpaceX Dragon copies, we've got that review in work.
Station copies, and we're in work on 1.102.
So we're now in approach 1. You saw the Draco firings to get us. Now we're on that docking axis with Zenith port. We're making our way closer to what's called waypoint 2. This is a 20-meter marker right in front of the docking port on the Zenith side.
The crew has a burn monitor tool available in their crew displays. They are able to access that basically from the moment that the nose cone is opened all the way through deorbit burn. It basically provides the information, when we say monitor progress, they're able to have that insight into the expected delta Vs, the magnitude of the burn, how long it will last, and of course the countdown timers for Dragon's prep state of the burn, as well as the burn execution itself.
Dragon, SpaceX on the big loop, soft capture ringing extension complete.
SpaceX Dragon copies, it's good as well.
Houston Station is complete with our review of steps 5 and 6, and we are ready for docking.
Okay, Houston copies all, and at waypoint 2, Dragon will briefly pause.
Agent copies.
SpaceX Dragon, our boxes are down, and we get ready for docking.
Copy. SpaceX will enable approach shortly. As a reminder, once Dragon is inside the crew hands-off point, retreat and breakout are not permitted.
SpaceX Dragon copies.
I think the crew might be using one of the tablets that they take with them to take some pictures. It looks like they're perhaps trying to see if they can see the ISS through the small window located on that forward hatch.
That's right. They have the displays right in front of them, so they can't bring it right up there. They have to sort of angle it near their knees.
Yep.
It looks like they got a couple of good ones, though.
And unfortunately, because they have to remain, in their seats and buckled in, they are unable to, really be able to get up close to the windows to look out either.
We're about to see 2 Dragons dock to the International Space Station. Definitely not the first time we've seen that. We've had a lot of these handovers between crews aboard Dragon.
You can actually see that Crew-5 capsule there at the top of that thermal image that was on the right-hand side of your screen. So that's a view of the Crew-6 capsule holding there at waypoint 2, that 20-meter mark from the International Space Station.
Dragon SpaceX on the big loop, soft capture confirmed.
SpaceX Dragon copies. Thank you.
That soft capture occurring at 10:40 p.m. Pacific Time, 12:40 a.m. Central Time. International Space Station and Dragon were 261 statute miles off the coast of Somalia in Eastern Africa.
Beautiful view there from the cameras on board the International Space Station. That is the Crew-6 capsule, as it has just completed the hard capture. Docking sequence not quite yet complete, but hard capture is complete. That is the zenith port of the ISS.
That's a great indication of the hooks, too. All 12 hooks are engaged in place, looking good.
Steve Bowen, on board the International Space Station. Woody Hoburg now on board. Sultan Alneyadi comes on board the International Space Station. And Andrey Fedyaev. So the Crew-6 crew is now on board the International Space Station. They'll take a few minutes to complete greetings between each other before they set up for the welcoming ceremony. So the International Space Station now a crew of 11 crew members for the next week. Once again, hatch opening occurring at 2:45 a.m. Central Time, 3:45 a.m. Eastern Time. The International Space Station was flying at an altitude of 260 miles off the southeast coast of Australia. The Crew-6 crew on board, veteran Steve Bowen and 3 first-time flyers, joining Nicole Mann, Josh Cassada, Koichi Wakata, and Anna Kikina, along with Sergei Prokopiev and Dmitry Patelin. And Frank Rubio, who's at the hatchway right next to Sultan Alneyadi, the first Emirati astronaut to embark on a long-duration spaceflight, the second Emirati astronaut to fly in space. Steve Bowen on board the station now for the 4th time. His first 3 flights were all assembly missions on the space shuttle.
Station, this is Kathy Leaders. How do you hear me?
Kathy, we have you loud and clear. It's great to hear your voice.
Well, I'm really, we created a little bit of anticipation there at the end for the Crew-6 folks, making you wait a little bit longer before you got to station. But as always, it's so great to see you all come safely through the hatch and join your crew members on station. You know, this is going to be next 6 months are just going to be packed full of very critical events. And one of the first critical events is getting your Crew-5 crewmates ready to come back down to Earth. But we're really looking forward to all the great science, hopefully a couple of EVAs and updates on some new solar arrays. And you'll have a few more crew vehicles coming up during this period of time too. So as always, we're super proud of you and looking forward to all the great things you'll be doing. And I'm proud to introduce Hamad Al-Mansouri, and hopefully he's here on the line too to be able to give you some comments.
All right, Kathy, well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We couldn't agree more. While we wait for... there's Hamad. Great. We are ready for your comments, Hamad. Thank you.
Astronaut Steve, Woody, Sultan, and cosmonaut Andrey, and little astronaut Sohail. Congratulations to all of you on your successful arrival to the International Space Station. Your mission to space represents a huge milestone for SpaceX, NASA, and the United Arab Emirates. Crew-6, you become part of our community back home in the United Arab Emirates. Please allow me to say a few words in Arabic. براشد، السلام عليكم. تستاهلون سلامة الوصول للمحطة الدولية. ثقتنا فيكم كبيرة. أنت اليوم ما تمثل الإمارات فقط، تمثل العرب كلهم. أنت إن شاء الله بتكون بداية انطلاقة رحلات طويلة المدى للفضاء بالنسبة للعرب. تذكر دائما كلمة سيدي صاحب سمو الشيخ محمد بن زايد أن الوطن وشعب الإمارات كله معك. تذكر كذلك أن بهاي المهمة نحن نجسد توجيهات سيدي صاحب السمو الشيخ محمد بن راشد أن بعد هزاع المنصوري أن هناك سوف تكون طوابير تستكمل مهمة طموح زايد. نتمنى لك ولفريقك كل التوفيق. الله يحفظكم وترجعون سالمين إلى أرض الوطن. I wish you all safe and successful mission. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ahmad, and thank you, Kathy. And we couldn't agree more. There is no better highlight than welcoming our friends to the International Space Station. And so congratulations with that to the SpaceX team, to the NASA team, and also to the team at the UAE. We're looking forward to the next few months that we get to spend with our friends, and it's going to be awesome. With that, I'll pass it off to the ISS commander, Sergey.
Hello, everybody. I'm so glad to hear our friends, and this is amazing to see your smile here, and we're looking forward to work together. And Steve, Sultan, Andrey, Woody, my congratulations for joining us. And first of all, I say congratulate the who first time in space. This is an important part of your life. Andrey became cosmonauts, Woody and Sultan astronauts, real astronauts now. And I wish you good wellness here, and happy flight, and amazing impressions here. Looking forward to work together, and my congratulations again.
Okay, and now we pass it off to the Crew-6 commander, Steve Bowen.
It's great to be on board finally after a short delay, just outside taking a look at the station, I guess. It's a real privilege to be here again. It's been 11 years since I've been here. It still looks like the space station, maybe a little more crowded, a few more wires. I'm looking forward to same Koichi, that is true. It is the same Koichi. Looking forward to spending the next 6 months working on board and sending Crew 5 home after a lot of well-deserved rest after some hard work. And over to Woody.
Well, thank you. It's just incredible to be here as a rookie flyer. I just can't believe, you know, after years of training, it's the real place, and it looks just like, almost just like Building 9 at Johnson Space Center. So, yeah, I couldn't be happier with this amazing Crew-6 is an amazing group of people, and I'm really honored and privileged to join Expedition 68. Frank, we're looking forward to spending a bit more time with you than you had originally bargained. We're going to learn a lot from you, and I'm just so happy to be here.
Luckily, I survived the first stunt. Yeah, allow me to say a few words in Arabic. شكرا جزيلا لكل من وقف معانا. الحمد لله وصلنا محطة فضاء الدولية. شكرا لأمي وأبوي، شكرا لعائلتي، لقيادتنا الرشيدة اللي أعطتنا الثقة هذه. اللهم لك الحمد. الإمارات تخطو خطوات جبارة، إن شاء الله تتلوها خطوات أكبر إن شاء الله في المستقبل. هذا كله بفضل القيادة الرشيدة ونظرتها والتعاون الدولي اللي تتبعه دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة. الفضاء مجال واسع، مرحب طبعا بالتعاون الدولي. الإمارات تخطو خطوات جبارة في هذا المجال، اللهم لك الحمد. شراكتنا هذه المرة جاءت في سياق أن نقوم بمهمة طويلة الأمد فيها منفعة للبشرية ومنفعة للإنسانية، وكذلك الابحاث العلميه اللي ان شاء الله ترجع بالمنفعه للجميع. So thank you everybody for this opportunity. I would like to thank my family, my parents, the leadership in the UAE, the Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center that gave me the trust to to conduct this mission. I can't be happier than this. I mean, seeing old friends in space, gathering as a big family. This is the essence of space exploration. The UAE is taking great steps towards pushing the boundaries of exploration and cooperating with the spacefaring nation to explore more, to seek new endeavors into space. So again, I said it before, but I say it again, go Dragon, go SpaceX.
Ну что ж, всем большой-большой привет. Я очень рад быть здесь, во-первых. Ну и, соответственно, видеть и ваши тоже экипаж, и Союза, и экипаж Crew-6, улыбающиеся лица, которые рады нас здесь были встретить. Вот. Спасибо большое всем за подготовку, всем, кто так или иначе принимает участие вообще во всей этой большой работе Международной космической станции. Ну и, конечно, хочу передать привет своей семье, своей маме, своим близким. Большое спасибо за все, что вы для меня тоже сделали, за крайние дни, за поздравления. Ну и обязательно хочу сказать тоже большое спасибо всем тем, кто помогал и помогает до сих пор сейчас еще моей семье. Не бросайте их там. Всем привет. Вот. У меня все.
All right, guys, once again, welcome. And with that, Kathy, over to you.
Well, thank you again for all the hard work. And it's so great to see all 11 of you there representing so many different countries, because like all of you talked about, this is what it's like about space exploration, for us all to be working together, living and working peacefully in space. So thank you. Looking forward to all the great accomplishments that will be coming, and looking to get Crew-5 safely home. Appreciate it.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event. Thank you.